important announcement. All are requested to stand up for 1 minute silent prayer as an honor to the great feeling he might receive. And time starts now. Thank you and visit it.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back for the third contest of the day, and we are live from the Chhatrapati Shahu Stadium in Kolhapur, and we have two impressive teams all set to take on each other. We have West Bengal on one side, wherein we have Daman Dadra on the other. Both the sides had a respective start of their own, wherein Bengal had an impressive outing to kickstart their latest Santosh Trophy campaign. At the same time, Daman Dadra had a questionable and forgetful outing against Chhattisgarh and will definitely be hell-bent to turn the tide around in their favor. Now, when it comes to Bengal, they are known as the hub, or rather one of the hubs of Indian football. 31 times they have lifted the Santosh Trophy title, and one time they have shared it with Goa. So you do understand the kind of legacy that they come to this tournament with, the kind of domination and promise that they come to the tournament with. And it is needless to say that once they take the field, their playing style will also be reflecting a similar brand of football. We just witnessed the two captains. Here's the starting 11 for Daman and Dadra. We have Shubham Shantosh, Jay Nitesh Alpati, Shoail Bhagwan, Samat Mohammed, Jitu Prabhu, Vignesh Nadar, Sachin Kumar, Shivam Kumar, Vikram, Gaurang Mistry, and Dulfikar Ali. And here's the substitutes here: Gyana Prakash, Vikram Johan, Ambarish, Savindar, Rahul Lakshman, Ragibuddin Syed, Abdul Harshik, Ahmed Zihad, Mehul Rasul, Keur Mangel, and Sagar Chaudhary. And here's the starting lineup for West Bengal: Tarak Hemram, Robi Hasna, Narahori Shrestha, Deepak Kumar, Surajit Seal, Akash Mukherjee, Amit Chakraborty, Totan Das, Surajit Hansden, Basudev Mandi, and Shubham Roy. And the subs are Raja Barman, Amit Turu, Sandeep Patra, Amarnath Baske, Shubrata Murmu, Souvik Kar, Rakesh Dhara, Shushnata Malik, Shogata Hadsta, Soresh Lod, and Vivek Singh. So just to give you all a heads up, ladies and gentlemen, we have West Bengal in maroon and yellow who will be attacking on your screen from the left to the right, wherein we have Daman and Dadra who will now be lighting it up in yellow and blue. So, as far as the proceedings of Group 4 stand, West Bengal are comfortably right now placed in the top two teams, wherein Daman and Dadra, after losing their first game against Chhattisgarh, will have some catching up to do, will have some serious grounds to cover. They will definitely not like to witness another catastrophe here. West Bengal, again, at the same time, will not be an easy opponent to play against. They've always been a firm team. They've been a team that has hold command over this tournament. So this tournament is somewhat like their wheelhouse. Now it's needless to say that once you get to these kind of tournament ball, they're rolling the ball on the left. It's West Bengal right now with possession of it. stitching together short passes, and straight away launches the ball downtown with the hope that the player at the far end will be able to receive it. But it was a bit too powerful for him to actually receive it. You can see on the frame, Shivam Kumar had a phenomenal game actually against Chhattisgarh, but despite all the resolute saving and goalkeeping, he had to concede at the end of it. Bengal still really not off their early jitters. They're taking some time there while he tried to control the ball. There was a bit of a drag, and the referee quickly blowing away the whistle. It's back to the goalkeeper now, Shubham Roy, an experienced campaigner under the woodwork, and he will definitely like to lead the defense of Bengal. West Bengal being led by Narahari Shrestha, a man who's played in illustrious club of the state and will definitely like to showcase the kind of sheen that he comes to the game with. At the same time, we have Sachin Kumar Dayaram Bhai taking a point as the leader of Daman and Dadra. Maybe he's had a questionable first game, but he will definitely like to change the entire equation today. The ball's with West Bengal now. They're playing those lateral passes amongst themselves. Now here's a chance for Bengal to try and capitalize, and they have. A chance came in from the left, bit of a fragmented opportunity. This was the opportunity. He took the ball on the left and then sends in a scarring cross. And what a quality finish at the end of it all. And Daman and Dadra find themselves trailing early in the game.
West Bengal team leading by one goal.
We'll quickly try and confirm the scorer for you, but that was quite a finish. And it's most likely Robbie Hansta with the finish. And Bengal have taken control of the game. They didn't really look off their element. They were trying to find something out of all those fragmented chances that they wanted to get in their favor. And by the time they could manage to get a ball onto that far left, they sent in a scarring ball forward, and Robbie Hansta, making good use of the opportunity, flipped it inside the net. And it's 1-0 in favor of Bengal. They like to build from there. The ball's now on the left. Sends it darting forward. Not decent enough. They'll eventually go out for a goal kick. And here's the confirmation. It's Robbie Hansta with the finish. The coach of Daman and Dadra will definitely have a frown on his visage. Preet Bharat Kumar Bhatt. He's up against another mighty Monica of Indian football, Bishwajit Bhattacharya, a man who has led several illustrious clubs at one point in time, taking reins of Bengal. And they are off to a decent start, despite the fact that they haven't been emphatic in their approach. They haven't been the categorical in their approach. But at the same time, what does matter at the end of it all is that you find the back of the net, and that's exactly what Bengal has done through the likes of Robbie Hansa. And now they once again try to find something from that left wing, the left wing that has already produced the opener for them, sending the ball forward, a bit of a tussle onto that side wing, and decent defending from Daman and Dadra. The referee quickly rushing over. But what was thought to be a goal kick, yeah, it has been a goal kick. So it was Daman and Dadra managed to defend it successfully. On an honest note, the game still hasn't opened up. I mean, it's kind of a cagey affair right now. Both teams, they know that they'll have to find the goal. They'll have to try and open up and stitch together a decent brand of football. They are still trying to find out chances that are mainly fragmented, that aren't really well orchestrated. But Bengal has a chance again, was desperate to send in a cross, but a resolute piece of defense there from Daman Dadra trading it away for a corner. And an opportunity here for West Bengal to try and probe the Daman Dadra defense again. Daman Dadra not really at the best of their touch. They're pegged back in their own half with the incessant attacking of Bengal, or rather of West Bengal. And there will be another corner, not well cleared by Daman and Dadra, allowing West Bengal to try and launch the ball in the mix again. This time a short corner taken. The cross comes floating in. Daman and Dadra does manage to repel it away, but not for long because a flying strike came in from Bengal. And it was Amit Chakraborty with the strike. But he ended up skying his effort. They'll have to be a bit careful here. Daman and Dadra, they've already conceded that opener. They'll have to be a lot more focused and concentrated in their pursuit of the goal. Another attempt to send in that cross from the right. There's a loud appeal for a penalty. Another defense of Daman and Dadra standing tall in front of a marauding Bengal attack. With every passing minute, Bengal is growing in stature. Bengal is growing their domination over the game. It's Daman and Dadra somehow right now team seems to be chasing ghosts and shadows with no solid response. Bengal once again, this time from the right. They're looking for that cross. Sends in a low one. The ball stays with them. Now sends it to that far left. But it'll be going out of the bounds to impart a throw in. Daman and Dadra right now in constant pressure. And now Bengal, or rather West Bengal, has the ball in the central channel. What's the best part about has so far been about West Bengal is that they have been pretty accurate with their passes. They have been pretty perfect with their short passes. And the referee blowing the whistle. There was a bit of a fierce tussle onto that side or onto the right side of the game between West Bengal and Daman and Dadra. And eventually it was the West Bengal defender who stood tall and shielded away the ball. Taking their time, comfortable enough. Passes it quickly to that central midfield. Passes it back to the left now. Bengal firmly in control of the game, firmly in control of the possession. Has a very slender lead to protect as well. And right now, they have successfully dominated Daman and Dadra. They have owned and bossed the midfield, bringing their sizzling brand of football to the fore. Daman and Dadra still looking for an answer to the unsparing aggression, to the relentless belligerence of West Bengal. Whatever opportunities they have tried to stitch from the back in the long balls, they haven't really seen the end of the day. Decent work in the midfield actually, staving away Daman and Dadra emphatically. Once again, Daman and Dadra missing the flight completely, but that would not spell any harm for them because the ball was any which ways converging away from the player. So by the time he could have chased it, was already out of bounds, and we are live from the Chhatrapati Shahu Stadium in Kolhapur. And as things stand, West Bengal had taken an early lead through Robbie Hasda's phenomenal opportunistic finish. And they are well on their way of topping the group. But again, this is football. It's a game of momentum. It's a game of the fragmented minutes. It's a game of seconds, and it can change at any point in time. It can keep on oscillating. But in order for that to happen, Daman and Dadra will have to come up with a better response. Here's a free kick for West Bengal. Another opportunity for them to knock around on the doors of Daman and Dadra. Daman and Dadra has found their defense scrambled all over the place. Taking their time, Bengal, not really in a hurry. Sends it at the far left, and it has actually evaded two extended feet of Daman and Dadra. That's kind of shocking to see. You're playing football at such a high level. This is the NFC Santosh Trophy is the elitist brand of state football for senior men. And if this is the kind of defense you're gonna post it up here, you will literally be tormented. And that against a team like West Bengal, another cross comes flooding in from that left, but the defense of Daman and Dadra standing tall and trading it away for a corner. An opportunity for Bengal, for West Bengal again to extend their lead. A phenomenal corner coming in at the far right. There was a bit of a free header, but he couldn't utilize that. It felt as if the ball was actually going away from the player. So his desperation to keep it in the net wasn't really as grand as it should have been, allowing Daman and Dadra to probably give that space to regroup themselves. Send in a goal kick at the far end. For the time being, just breathe, stay afloat in the game. They'll have the time to come back. They'll have the time to pounce on a mistake if West Bengal commit one. Right now, West Bengal has not yet committed a single error. They have been kind of picture perfect in the game. And they have the ball again on the left. Tries to send it in, but eventually it takes a knock at the feet of a Daman and Dadra player and eventually goes out of play. West Bengal in control of the ball. And now shuffles between the wings. Takes their time. Comfortably sends it forward. But once again, it's a bit of a rudderless pass there. Not really happy. The Bengal player, Amit Chakraborty. He was in a much better position to actually go for the ball had it been on target or had it been perfectly weighed. But it was not a perfectly weighed pass. It was a bit too haywire, it was a bit too wild and struck pretty firmly. But Bengal not allowing the ball to cross that center line. That has been the domination that they have had in the game. It's been pretty imperious. It's allowed them to ask all the right sets of questions to Daman and Dadra. It's allowed them to dominate Daman and Dadra firmly. Definitely, they have not had much of a say in front of the goal except for that solitary strike that came from the feet of Robbie Hasda. Now, this can be an opportunity for Daman and Dadra to break free. But once again, denied by West Bengal, standing firmly in the midfield. Now, playing it back amongst their own players. Keeping it simple, keeping the passes simple. And that's a brilliant ball. The ball has been received in that far left wing by West Bengal. Plays it amongst themselves. Does a decent job. Takes a bit of a dribble, but a bit of a mindless dribbling at the end of the day, and a pretty miscued first touch took away the opportunity from West Bengal. But nonetheless, they've kept the possession alive in their own favor, and now they have the chance to break free. They have the required firepower as well. Across comes floating in. Golden opportunity for West Bengal again. They came on knocking on the doors, an extended feet, a full stretch dive. Nonetheless, he couldn't place it on target. What a phenomenal ball from Surajit Hasta. Was almost on the brink of scoring. The captain of Bengal, or the captain of West Bengal, Narohari Shrestha. All he needed to do was tap it home, but he couldn't keep his tap down. He ended up connecting below the ball, and as a result, the ball ballooned over the woodwork. How much of a cool and composed display from West Bengal. A bit of a slip, but they recover very shortly. They have not allowed Daman and Dadra to breathe. They have not allowed them to enjoy a spell of possession just even at the halfway mark. So this is what or how bedazzling West Bengal's domination in this game has been. They have impudently kept Daman and Dadra at bay. It's an advantage play here for sure. West Bengal, but eventually they will lose away the ball as Daman and Dadra does manage to win it back. And now it's a chance for them to break free. They have the space, but West Bengal quickly clamping down the leeway that they were looking forward to. And now it's time for them to break free. It's time for them to launch an attack of their own. Question Daman and Dadra once again. They're not in a hurry. This is good to see. They're not in a hurry. They're not being restless. They are dictating the game pretty much firmly. They are confident about their passes. They have been clinically accurate. A cross comes in from the left. A chance for West Bengal to double their lead, find an insurance strike. The ball still stays alive. And eventually it's collected by the goalkeeper of Daman and Dadra. And it is Shivam Kumar with the save. Taking some time now, just willing to slow down the tempo. The game has been extremely fast-paced for Daman and Dadra to control the narrative. West Bengal, on the contrary, have actually turned the speed on so that Daman and Dadra struggles to breathe, struggles to get some leeway for themselves. This is a decent piece of ball from Daman and Dadra. Running all the way from the left, he'll have to brave a couple of West Bengal boots if he has to create a significant pass. And eventually West Bengal clears it away for a throw-in. They're waiting for help to arrive. They're waiting for the options to arrive. And now they send in a ball from that far right. West Bengal speeding forward. They have the required men. They have the required numbers that can wreak havoc right now. It's from that left wing that has been absolutely blazing for West Bengal. Sends a scarring brawl in to the box, but the defenders being very alert and eventually trading it away to the center of the midfield. And now West Bengal builds forward again from that left. It's that left wing that has emanated all the chances for West Bengal. In fact, the goal as well. The right wing, well, they have tried to use that, but it has been mainly on the silent side of the two. Chance again for West Bengal, trying to keep the ball in their control. But Daman and Dadra being very resolute and being very persistent of the fact that they want the possession for themselves. So they are clearing their lines for sure, but they are unable to keep the possession. And that is what has led to all the problems. They have lost possession close to their own box. A brilliant cross comes in from the right. Shivam Kumar trying to drag it from outside almost. Initially, it felt as if he's controlled the ball, but on a closer inspection, the linesman believed that the ball has actually rolled out of play before he could pull it back in. So a corner once again for West Bengal, another set piece for them to pose a significant amount of threat, a threat that can actually cripple Daman and Dadra if the ball does go into the back of the net. West Bengal will definitely try and showcase the incision that they are usually known for. A chance for them to launch it into the box. Quickly sends it, headed clear by Daman and Dadra, but not for long. Another throw in for West Bengal. Plays a few short passes. Played it to the far right. Keeps the ball with themselves in no hurry to effect any kind of change. Now that was a decent effort to try and create a pass onto that far right. And the ball still stays with West Bengal, sends in a scarring cross, with that was already angling away over the woodwork for another goal kick. And Daman and Dadra will have the chance to regroup again and send in a goal kick. And now they are trying to play it short, but it seems that West Bengal did commit to the ball and eventually ended up conceding a free kick. Now here's a chance for West Bengal again. An opportunity for them to take a shot. Rattles it straight at the extended feet of the Daman and Dadra defender. Daman and Dadra now has the ball for themselves. West Bengal very much on their toes, very much protecting their citadel with everything that they have in their repertoire. Decent piece of work from Daman and Dadra. That wouldn't have been a decent place or position to lose the ball. Now that's a fine piece of run from Sohail Bhagwan, only to be repelled away by Daman and Dadra. But a player has been knocked down of Daman and Dadra. The referee quickly rushing over to him, asking for the medico to help him. It's good to see that the player extending a helping hand. Nonetheless, it will be going to be a free kick in favor of West Bengal. As the story of the game goes, West Bengal took an early lead through Robbie Hasta, and they have so far been relentless from that left wing. They've tried their luck from the right wing as well, but not much success has come in. The crosses have got to extreme. Now, here's to show you all the number of fans that has deluged the stadium, Chhatrapati Shahu Stadium in Kolhapur, witnessing an electric contest in the unfurling. It was the Daman and Dadra captain who took a knock, Sachin Kumar Dayaram Bhai, but is back on his feet, and that's all that matters. And we have Shubham Roy ready with the free kick. Plays it short. Bengal once again. Darting forward. The ball stays with Bengal. A brilliant back flick, turning it into a gorgeous 1-2. But at the end of it all, it really didn't find the coveted destination, as Daman and Dadra did manage to cut it short. And now it's time for West Bengal to build something from the back. And now Daman and Dadra, however, has the ball for themselves. That was a very awkward bounce that happened. There was a player for Daman and Dadra waiting to pounce upon that opportunity. But Shubham Roy, it was an easy collection for Shubham Roy. He came out of his line and collected it. And the ball stays with West Bengal. Somehow they have not really used that central channel to their advantage. They have somehow the first touch. That central channel has always let them down. Another chance, but this time the ball being headed away from the goal from West Bengal. 25 minutes on the clock, and as things stand, West Bengal has been the better of the two sides. And Daman and Dadra still to find an outlet for themselves. In fact, still to enjoy a decent spell of possession in the opposition half. Here's a chance for West Bengal, and it will eventually be a throw in now in favor of West Bengal. They try and build from the left again. Another shot comes in, and it's dragged wide. What an opportunity for West Bengal to try and extend their lead. Almost on the brink of finding the back of the net, but it took a deflection and it's gone out of play. It's going to be a corner here for West Bengal. A chance to find that insurance strike. They are relentless at the moment, and they will like to add further spice to the game. Whips in that cross. Repelled away by Daman Dadra. West Bengal keeping it simple. No complicated style of football, just stitching together the short passes that you expect them to create. But that was a brilliant piece of work down the central channel. Let's one fly! What a phenomenal piece of save from the goalkeeper Shivam Kumar, throwing himself to the right and patting it away for a corner. He's angry. He was absolutely livid with the defense. The defense was almost split open by West Bengal. There's a player down at the moment. It seems like it's Vignesh Nadar. Here's the man, a seasoned campaigner in football, a man who has fought countless footballing battles himself, Bishwajit Bhattacharya, the head coach of West Bengal. And this man will have some decent work to be done. Prit Bharat Kumar Bhatt. He is definitely a great tactician, and he will like to showcase that on the field. He will urge his players to state something resonating on the field because the lead still remains very slender, so you can always plug that up. Here's a corner for West Bengal. Sends it curling towards the goal, repelled away by Daman Dadra. The ball's back in West Bengal's control. And they drive forward with all their might and glory. And that's a brilliant ball. He overran himself. A chance again for West Bengal. They keep the possession in control, but just a wee bit of maneuver there from Daman and Dadra player has actually forced the ball away from the West Bengal attacker. Almost on the cusp of firing another strike at the goal. But decent work from Daman and Dadra defender to keep it away. The referee blowing the whistle here. Most likely there's another free kick that has been awarded. Yes, another free kick has been awarded to West Bengal. We have the captain Narahari Shrestha lining up. We also have Amit Chakraborty lining up. Now we have seen Narahari Shrestha converting a lot of balls from that range. Do not be surprised if he manages to fire another one. They're all set. It's a bit of a long range. Narahari Shrestha drives it, but rattles it straight at the wall, who was handed over the responsibility of keeping the ball at bay. Not really happy here. The Bengal player Deepak Kumar Rajak. A free kick has been awarded to Daman and Dadra. Deepak believes that the free kick should have been theirs. And once again, we can see Vignesh Nadar down on the field. The physio has been summoned over. Most likely, he's taken a knock on the knee. It can be painful in terms of football because it's a joint. So when you take a knock on that knee, that becomes very difficult for you to continue because almost everything is based on the joint, right? And that is why it's important that we say that we protect it at all cost. But talking about West Bengal, what a game they have had. They had a phenomenal start to their campaign. And now they have just started from where they left in the opener. Here's a free kick now in favor of Daman and Dadra. A long free kick comes swooping in. But again, not for long because West Bengal has reclaimed the ball for themselves. Keeps it on that right. Takes one step after the other. tiptoes from the sides. Opportunity to send in another cross, but couldn't keep his feet on the ground. Eventually took a tumble, basically entangling his one feet with the other, losing the balance that could have given them the chance to try and fire in a cross so that Bengal could pose another serious threat on the goal. Daman Dadra sends it forward, sends it downtown rather, and the joy still keeps on eluding them. And this time the referee awarding a free kick to Daman Dadra. Bengal players down on his feet. It's good to see that they are back up. Yes, it was Surajit Seal who took a knock and went down, but a free kick nonetheless for Daman and Dadra. A chance for them to try and ask a question or two to West Bengal. The West Bengal defense has still not been tested even for a solitary time, and whatever chance that Daman and Dadra has created, it has been extremely tame and obtuse. That will definitely not bother the West Bengal defense. This was a brilliant opportunity. It came out of nowhere. The ball still remains in the danger zone, but West Bengal has managed to firmly take it away and eventually send it forward. The referee blowing the whistle. The goalkeeper is down. Or is it the goal? And the goalkeeper is not down. So basically, a Daman and Dadra player and a West Bengal defender, both of them are down. Most likely, there was a collision that has brought both of them down. Now, in situations like this, it was a very decent opportunity. We'll try and show you if we can. The ball was almost marauding upon the goal, so maybe if Daman and Dadra could have got onto a categorical touch on the ball, maybe it would have been all square at the Chhatrapati Shahu Stadium. Look at the crowd. It's almost chock a block at the Chhatrapati Shahu Stadium in Kolhapur. So this kind of gives you the football craze that these men have. They're coming forward to watch a game on a Monday evening. Not a very common sight in football. And that too, Santosh Trophy, wherein it's just the place where the grind begins for the players. No matter how many heroes Indian football has witnessed emerging out of the shadows, they had to go through the excruciating grind of Santosh Trophy to eventually reach the pedestal that they find themselves on at the moment. West Bengal keeps on driving through that central channel. The referee says, "Get back up." That was definitely not a foul, and it seemed like because he lost his footing and he took a tumble. He tried to send a long ball forward, and it's straight at the feet of Shubham Roy right now. Gets back up and launches it forward again. Opportunity for West Bengal to try and come sniffing away the goal, but not for long because again that the through ball that was attempted, it had too much weight and it quickly sailed into the hands of Shivam Kumar, the goalkeeper for Daman Dadra. Oh, that's a decent cross. Quite a run here for West Bengal and Daman Dadra, but eventually West Bengal will lay claim to the ball. An opportunity now for West Bengal again to build from that left wing. Somehow it has felt that their attacks have started growing a bit too single dimensional. The spectrum hasn't been as broad as they would have wanted. The right wing has not been used as explosive as that left wing. And that is why the attack has felt a lot more monochromatic for West Bengal rather than Daman and Dadra. Daman and Dadra at the same time has not at all able to shake off those early jitters. They are still in that phase where they're weathering the West Bengal storm. Despite coming on a couple of exploits for themselves, they haven't been great. Now the ball comes in from the left, but not a decent ball. The ball's fallen back for West Bengal, and they keep on driving Through the heart, takes a shot, drags it wide, but it's a corner at the end of it. Most likely, it seems it took a deflection. But there's a player down who will need some attention, and the referee quickly running over to him. As the story of the game goes, there have been a few drops that has actually allowed the game to stall its usual flow. A couple of injuries for Daman and Dadra players who eventually did manage to get back up at the end of it, but they have taken knocks from West Bengal, and the West Bengal players have also got themselves into some serious foul. It's going to be a long goal kick now in favor of Daman and Dadra. A free kick rather. Sends it downtown, and West Bengal managed to snatch it back in their favor. Once again, building from that left wing. That left wing has been the source of all of West Bengal's crucial move forward, all of West Bengal's exploit that has left Daman and Dadra reeling on their toes, contorting in agony. And the ball gets out of play. Stitches a back pass. With Daman and Dadra again. And it rolls out of play. So it's going to be a throw in favor of West Bengal. We are headed towards the final 7 minutes of the regulation time. Now the ball's with Bengal. They're trying to create something different this time. Trying to use that right wing. Try and stun their counterparts. Then help them. Keeps the ball low. Stays with the goalkeeper. Or rather with the defender. West Bengal putting in those hard yards. Covering that extra mile. This is a great opportunity. Cross comes in from the right. But West Bengal fails to keep it on target. But nonetheless, it's going to be a corner here for West Bengal. They are pressing hard. They are asking the right sets of questions. They are bringing out the heavy artillery quite frequently. And Daman and Dadra still desperately scrambling for a fire blanket as the Chhatrapati Shahu Stadium has been left ablaze by West Bengal's fiery brand of football, especially from that left wing. That left wing has been on fire from the men in maroon and yellow. Their signature colors over the years that has seen them lifting the title a staggering 31 times, wherein they shared the title once with Goa. And here's the first yellow card of the day. And it goes to Amit Chakraborty of Bengal, or rather of West Bengal. He isn't really happy about the decision. Narahari Shrestha asking a few questions. Sends in a long cross. Quite a race here for Daman and Dadra attacker and the defender, but it was eventually Shubham Roy of West Bengal coming out of his line and collecting it comfortably. West Bengal still keeps on driving forward. There's some shooting space ahead of him. With Daman and Dadra quickly clamping them down. West Bengal coming to Maharashtra in pursuit of their 33rd Santosh Trophy title. Or rather, probably now try and stitch or rather secure a berth for them in the following rounds. That's what more important for West Bengal. Wherein Daman and Dadra coming here with all dreams in their eyes, hopeful of staging something significant, hopeful of creating a few ripples in the fabric of Indian football. A chance again for West Bengal, trying to find that space to get in that cross from the left wing. But the Daman and Dadra defenders standing tall, not allowing anything. There's a player down for West Bengal, and Daman and Dadra quickly riveting the attention of the referee. The physio has been summoned over. It's good to see how the players come to each other's help. It's good to see the spirit of friendship. It's good to see the spirit of football coming together. We all know that football itself is a beautiful teacher. It teaches you a lot about life. And we are just staying witness to one such act wherein the Daman and Dadra player was the first one to quickly summon over the referee to the player who took a knock. But now a Daman and Dadra player has again been down on the ground. Most likely it's kind of a muscle cramp that has happened. We've seen a lot of stoppages so far in the regulation time. So be prepared to witness some extended added time for the first half. We've also seen a decent brand of football from both sides. Daman and Dadra not being pretty frequent in their forays, wherein West Bengal being relentless in their attacking outset, in their attacking mindset. He's back on his feet, but it's still not sure whether he'll be able to continue because he's hobbling at the moment. He already has his knee wrapped up in a cover. That definitely isn't a good sign. The ball has started rolling again, but the player hasn't completely gone out, so they'll have to restart the game. It'll be Shivam Kumar with that goal kick, or rather, he just placed it. It was taken by the defender, who was juxtaposed right adjacent to the goalkeeper, and now they send in a flat cross forward. But again, that won't really be of much significance or import from the perspective of Daman and Dadra. An opportunity for West Bengal once again, sizzling down that left wing, sends in a brilliant cross, but put too much behind it and curled it a bit too far. Actually, took a deflection and took that additional bit of curl. Here's a corner now in favor of West Bengal. Sends that corner in towards the goal. A glancing header from West Bengal. Missed away the net by Whiskers. What a crackling opportunity was that. 4 minutes have been added on at the end of the first half's regulation time. There's been an entertaining first half with West Bengal doing the major heavy lifting, wherein Daman and Dadra struggling to find themselves coming forward. They've been very limited in their attacking output. Their attacking quotient hasn't really seen something categorical that can break open the resolute West Bengal defense, the renowned and illustrious West Bengal defense, the sheen that West Bengal has managed to put together for all these years. They'll need a lot more than that if they want to open up the doors of the West Bengal defense. Another brilliant through ball, but cut short by Daman and Dadra. And now Daman and Dadra on the move, twists and turns amongst themselves, and then sends the ball forward. Brilliantly intercepted there by West Bengal. Now West Bengal has the ball in their favor, tries to create it from that far right. They keep the ball in their under their control. And this is a recent run again. Short passes being played between West Bengal, not really in a hurry at the moment. Shuffling those sides, that is actually leaving Daman and Dadra doing a lot on the defensive ranks because they do not know which is the side that West Bengal is going to use to come and target their already wobbling defense. Their defense is barely keeping it in a piece, and they are already trailing. So it has been very rare to see that they have actually stitched forward the offensives. They've mostly been defending, they've mostly been weathering the storm. Another long ball sent to that far left, but the ball bobbled up a bit too much. Then to West Bengal's liking, and eventually it's going to be a throw in now in favor of Daman and Dadra. A short throw taken in. The ball's fallen back for West Bengal. A lot of leeway for West Bengal to unload an effort. But he jams his shot straight at the feet of a Daman and Dadra defender. A brilliant one through, but intercepted by Daman and Dadra. So they won't really have the luxury of darting forward with another flying and sizzling effort at goal. West Bengal keeping the possession with themselves, keeping the attacking intent at an all-time high as they slowly head towards the breather. A chance again to come from that left sends in another brilliant cross! And it's just at the cusp of half time. West Bengal has made it 2-0 in their favor. Look at that! A phenomenal run from the left. Narahari Shrestha waiting in front of the goal, unmarked, undeterred, unfettered. And all it took him to nudge it home was a simple flick. Then he did it comfortably. It would rather be better to say that he flicked it in, or rather he caressed it home. A simple touch, a simple means to steer it home. And it's the captain who gets himself on the score sheet. And Daman and Dadra, whatsoever strategy they had in their minds going into the tunnel, that will now have to take a paradigm shift. And that's the confirmation of the first half coming to an end. West Bengal securing a 2-0 lead, and they'll have to build further from there. It was Robbie Hasta who opened the scoring for the 32 times champions, wherein it was the captain Narahari Shrestha poking home from point blank range to make it 2-0 just at the cusp of half time. We'll quickly provide you the confirmation of the official score at the end of the first half. And the score is 2. Here it is. It was Robbie Hasta with a goal on the 3rd minute, whereas Narahari Shrestha in the dying embers of the added time in the first half, whereas Daman and Dadra still to stitch a decent attack upon West Bengal that can actually lead them to a significant goal-bound move. We'll try and show you the stats that will dictate the story of the first half. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let us give you a quick reminder that this contest, the Hero NFC 76. Okay, before we go there, here's the stats for the game. West Bengal with 68% ball possession, Daman and Dadra with just 32% of the same. 10 shots unleashed from West Bengal, Daman and Dadra has 1. 5 shots on target for West Bengal, Daman and Dadra has 0. 8 corners for West Bengal, Daman and Dadra has 0. 3 fouls for West Bengal, 3 fouls for Daman and Dadra. 1 yellow card for West Bengal as well, but no red cards have been shown. So these stats are powered to you by the official broadcasting partner of
स्पर्धेमध्ये
the Hero 76th
एक
NFC
दिवस
Santosh
आधी
Trophy
नियोजन
Sports
केलेलं
KPI.
असतं
So do not forget to like,
त्या
share, and subscribe to the
स्पर्धेसाठी
official
आपला
YouTube
होणारा
channel
खर्च
of Sports KPI so that we
आमच्या
have the
स्पर्धेमध्ये
encouragement to
जे
bring you
चांगले
these
खेळाडू
games
जातील
further. Now
सकाळी
stay
2:30
tuned and stay
वाजता
posted.
वेट
We will
ट्रेनिंग
return shortly with another electric 45 minutes of these
सह्याद्र
two teams
दमन
battling it
दादरा
all out
विरुद्ध
at the Chhatrapati
महाराष्ट्र
Shahu
आणि
Stadium
दुपारी
in Kolhapur.
3:30 वाजता छत्तीसगड विरुद्ध हरियाणा असे हे तीन सामने दिनांक 11 रोजी खेळवले जातील. आज सकाळच्या सत्रामध्ये जे दोन सामने झाले त्या दोन सामन्यांचा निकाल पुढील प्रमाणे आहे. सकाळी पहिला सामना हरियाणा विरुद्ध मध्य प्रदेश या दोन संघादरम्यान झाला आणि या सामन्यामध्ये हरियाणाने 2-1 गोलने विजय मिळवलेला आहे. दुसरा सामना छत्तीसगड विरुद्ध महाराष्ट्र या दोन संघादरम्यान झाला आणि या सामन्यामध्ये महाराष्ट्राने छत्तीसगडचा 1-0 गोलने पराभव केला.
पुणे येथे मिनी ऑलिम्पिक आंतरजिल्हा फुटबॉल स्पर्धांचं आयोजन करण्यात आलेलं होतं. या स्पर्धेतील अंतिम सामना आज सकाळी कोल्हापूर विरुद्ध पुणे यांच्यामध्ये खेळवण्यात आला आणि हा सामना कोल्हापूर संघानं 3-2 गोलने जिंकला आणि या स्पर्धेचं अजिंक्यपद प्राप्त केलेलं आहे. विजयी तिन्ही गोल करण बंद्रे या खेळाडूने केलेले आहेत. त्याचबरोबर महिलांच्या स्पर्धेमध्ये कोल्हापूर संघाने तृतीय क्रमांक मिळवलेला आहे. दोन्ही संघांचं हार्दिक अभिनंदन.
We are back for the second half at the Chhatrapati Shahu Stadium, Kolhapur, and we are witnessing a phenomenal battle between these two sides. And there's a substitution happening for Daman Dadra. Will try and confirm the player who just went in. And it'll be Bengal this time, will be getting us underway. Just to give you a quick confirmation, it was Ragibuddin Syed who made way to the center. And it's Bengal who gets us underway for the second half at the Kolhapur Stadium. Bengal keeping things under check, no problems whatsoever. Had a phenomenal first half, got two goals for themselves, and two great goals, in fact. Rather, both goals I would rather say, instead of great goals, they were actually great teamwork that helped them to find that opener and also the insurance strike. And now, West Bengal trying to find something from that right wing. A bit of a tussle in that central channel between West Bengal and Daman Dadra. And now it's with West Bengal. They try to get it from the back. And it remains with West Bengal still. Firmly dictating the possession at the moment. Here's a confirmation of the change. Vignesh Nadar went out and Ragibuddin Syed came in. West Bengal keeps on driving forward. Opportunity for them to try and unload a goal-bound effort. There's a cross coming in from the right. It does. Chansya glances it wide. Then that will go away for a goal kick in favor of Daman Dadra. A quick acknowledgement from the captain of West Bengal, Narahori Shrestha. And that will be a goal kick now in favor of Daman Dadra. Daman Dadra still looking for some answer. Still looking to try and test the Bengal defense, at least with some firepower that they have up their shade, and they haven't really been successful in finding that. So as things stand, West Bengal are firmly in the lead. West Bengal are dictating the shots, and West Bengal is obviously making life as hellish as possible for Daman and Dadra. Well, it's quite obvious. 32 times champions. You know the kind of culture, the kind of football culture that West Bengal brings to the platter. Whenever we talk about Indian football, we know there are a few places where where football is being discussed about as a sport more than any other religion. So that kind of gives you an actual story, the actual essence of how the game is loved in West Bengal, and it's needless to say that they are indeed the dominators of this tournament. Now, can they add one more feather to their already bedecked crown? Only time shall reveal the same. But at the moment, as things stand in their battle with Daman and Dadra, it has been pretty much all of West Bengal. They have dictated the proceedings, they've dictated the possession, they've dictated the numbers firmly as well. Another opportunity for them. Despite being crowded over, a cross comes in from that right chance here at point blank range, and somehow West Bengal fails to nudge it home. There's a player down, and the West Bengal wants to divert the attention of the referee towards that play. But actually, the flag already went up, so even if he would have poked it home, that would not have counted. It's a golden opportunity nonetheless for West Bengal to try and take a shot, probably extend their lead to 3-0 and almost put the game beyond recognition for Daman and Dadra. If Daman and Dadra has to come back in the match, they'll have to find the back of the net shortly. Taking their time here, Daman and Dadra, not really hurrying at the moment. They know that they have the ability, they'll just have to be a bit more focused. However, West Bengal, once again, snatching the ball cleanly in their favor, hoping if they can find some way forward, trying to use that right wing now, passes it to that far right, plays a quick short ball, tries to stitch together a 1-2, but not really successful as Daman Dadra does manage to lay claim to the ball and now launch it forward. The goalkeeper has come off his line. He's a mile away. There's a bit of a tussle from the player, or rather the player of the two sides. I don't think there was any need for the goalkeeper to actually charge out of the line. There were two defenders marking that one player, and they were more than enough. It was kind of an error that he made in judgment. He thinking that he will eventually be the one to reach first, but he didn't. He completely missed the ball thanks to some resolute defending from the West Bengal defender who traded it away for a corner at the end of the day. First corner in favor of Daman and Dadra. First decent opportunity for the men in yellow and blue. Can they use that? Well, we still don't have the answer. Floats it in. The danger still remains. And now the ball's fallen back to West Bengal. They're taking it away from that goal mount. Stitching together a short pass quickly. And eventually they will be on their way for the break now. They have some space ahead, but not a decent pass. But Daman and Dadra has managed to snatch the ball away. In the opposition half, a brilliant ball that was sent forward, but it was a slightly overhit and it finds the gloves of the Bengal goalkeeper, Shubham Roy. And that's some terrific piece of footwork on that far left wing. Sends it to the far right now. West Bengal desperate to keep the possession in their favor. Stitches the ball brilliantly towards that central channel. There was a bit of a push involved, but the referee says it was completely within the legal bounds of football. So that will definitely not be a foul. The ball's back with West Bengal again. They keep on knocking on the doors over and over again. Now that's a phenomenal ball for the West Bengal player from the right. It was quite a chase here. The goalkeeper was well in position. So even if there could have been any significant threat, that should have been taken care of by Shivam. In both the goals, Shivam actually had nothing to do. He was just a mere onlooker. Maybe in the second goal, he probably could have tried and intercepted the ball, but he didn't. Again, it was a very 50-50. It was a very dicey chance that he was basically skeptical about. And eventually, it was that skepticism that cost him dearly. Here's a chance for West Bengal. Again, what a phenomenal back flick! And what a strike to make it 3-0 now! West Bengal running riot at the Chhatrapati Shahu Stadium. Look at that flick from Narahori Shrestha. And it was Robbie Hasta again with that third goal, with his brace of the evening. And West Bengal's third goal of the day. West Bengal 3, Daman and Dadra 0. This is absolutely brilliant from the 32 times champions. They're just showcasing the legacy that they are known for. They're just showcasing the domination that they are known for. Another brilliant team goal. And what an absolutely electric hit from West Bengal. Firmly placed into the back of the net. Struck with assertion. And slammed home clinically. West Bengal 3, Daman and Dadra 0. The campaign simply gets from bad to worse for Daman and Dadra. It rolls out of play here. Here's the confirmation. Robbie Hasta with the goal. And that was his brace. And it's getting a bit of a cakewalk now for West Bengal. They are not facing any serious opposition for Daman Dadra from Daman Dadra. Things are getting way too easy for West Bengal at the moment. It's understandable that they are a very good side, but Daman Dadra will have to chip in with something significant at least, something decent enough to try and thwart the cascade of West Bengal attacks. Building phenomenally, dribbling his way past a melee if Daman and Dadra boots, and eventually, when the return ball came in for him to fire home, it wasn't that great of a pass. So once again, it's a goal kick now in favor of Daman and Dadra. A long free kick being taken. Now the ball's back with West Bengal. Plays it towards the far left, taking their time, no hurry. It's Deepak Kumar Rajak with the ball. Plays it down that central channel, a bit of a heavy first touch, eventually taking away the ball from the player of West Bengal. That could have been another categorical move on the goal. Another effort to split that defense open with a through ball. West Bengal managed to lay claim to the ball. If they win this game by at least 3 goals to nil, they'll be comfortably sitting at the top of the points table in Group 4, a position that they will be taking with arms wide open. Not just a victory, but a victory in absolute domination, a victory that showed them impudently keeping Daman and Dadra at bay. Not even a single chance for them to unload that probably could have probed. Their goalkeeper, another long range effort coming in, but headed clear by Daman and Dadra. The danger still remains. Does a decent job of sending the ball towards that far left. A brilliant through ball. Sends in that cross, but this time the defender standing tall and eventually intercepting it. West Bengal once again getting the ball for themselves. Not a decent cross. They wanted to take it to that far right. Bit of a tussle here between West Bengal and Daman and Dadra. And West Bengal eventually manages to lay claim to the ball, posing some serious assertion on the game, making this gap a lot more accentuated. The chasm between West Bengal and Daman and Dadra keeps on opening up and getting broader and broader. Here's a chance for Daman and Dadra to try and utilize, but West Bengal defenders absolutely on point. Plays it towards that far left. Now stitches it forward. Tries taking their time. Deepak Kumar Rajak looking for some options. Eventually finds it. Sends the ball forward. Can he put the ball in play? No, he couldn't. The ball was slightly overhit and it rolled out of bounds. Here's a change happening for Daman and Dadra. And it is Savinder Ramesh Kumar Pillai coming on.
Substitution by the Dadra and Daman.
In place
Jersey number 11,
of G2 Prabheet
jersey number
Gavit.
7 out.
A bit of a fierce tussle in the midfield now between West Bengal and Daman and Dadra. The ball still stays with West Bengal, sending a brilliant ball on that far right. Try to create an opportunity but won't be successful. The ball's back with West Bengal, launching it forward. And not really a decent collection. Another long ball sent at that far right. There's the confirmation. Jitu Prabhu coming off, and then Savinder making way for Daman and Dadra, just hoping to add some variety to their attack. Sends in a long ball. And here's a substitution happening. Very surprising here. West Bengal changing their goalkeeper. But before that, there's another substitution happening for, and it'll be number 14 coming in for West Bengal, Shubrata Murmu.
Substitution by West Bengal team.
And we
Jersey number
have
1
Raja Barman
out,
coming in as
jersey
well.
number 41 out, jersey number 14 in, jersey number 9 out.
So this is interesting to see. Most likely that was because of that uh, error, that defensive slip up that happened a few moments back. Now this can be a fine run, a brilliant attempt to get that through ball, but well defended, very well aware of the position, eventually getting it away. So we had the two substitutions that has been confirmed. Subrata Murmu came out for Bengal. At the same time, Raja Barman has now been shouldered with the onus of taking care of his woodwork. Simple collection for Raja at the end of the day. First touch for the goalkeeper. It was Robbie Hasta, the goal scorer, who has been taken off, and Subrata Murmu has been brought on in his place. It's going to be a throw in now in favor of Daman Dadra. The referee quickly having a look in the player's eye. Most likely he took a knock. West Bengal managing to snatch it away in a very critical juncture that can lead to further trouble for Daman Dadra. Lets one fly. The goalkeeper putting in a staunch save there to repel West Bengal from the goal mouth. Not really a pretty fine collection of the ball. The ball stays with West Bengal, and they are again building from the back, just hoping if they can get further leeway for themselves, if they can open up further pockets of spaces for themselves. Another cross comes in for West Bengal. There is some space to unleash a shot, and they find the back of the net. Beyond the diving reach of the goalkeeper. What a shot on the turn. Receives it. That first touch was absolutely impeccable. And it's Narahari Sreshta with his second of the evening. West Bengal 4, Daman Dadra 0. This game is almost over for the men in yellow and blue unless they manage to find the back of the net shortly or a miracle awaits them all. The kind of football that they have stitched so far hasn't been pretty decent enough that will trouble the West Bengal defense for a staggering 4 times. West Bengal sailing away, running away with the match. They've converted 4 of the opportunities. Narahari Sreshta striking for a second time when it was Robbie Hasda who also scored a brace, making it too easy of an outing for West Bengal. And now that's a fine ball for Daman Dadra, a race down that left wing. And eventually it gets out of play. A goal kick now in favor of West Bengal. 64 minutes on the clock and West Bengal firmly in the driver's seat. A margin emphatic enough to inflict further misery upon Daman Dadra. They had a forgetful start to their campaign against Chhattisgarh. And now West Bengal keeps on coming at them in waves. Another chance! The defender, however, staying alert and repelling it away for a throw-in at least. A quick throw-in taken by West Bengal. As you can see, no pressure on West Bengal at all. I mean, Daman and Dadra are not even pressing at the moment. Their body language is pretty much on the stooping side. Their energy is on the dwindling side. It feels as if they've lost the passion, they've lost the zeal to come and fight back in this game. There's a chance for West Bengal to try and build something from that left wing. There's a bit of a clipping there. The referee says that clip looked absolutely fine, but they just cleared it till a throw in, and eventually the ball once again falling in favor of West Bengal. The fashion in which West Bengal has dictated proceedings, the fashion in which they have kept on knocking on the door, the fashion in which they have managed to find the back of the net a ginormous 4 times. And it's needless to say that they have definitely been the better of the two sides, and they have the score line to validate so. The referee now issuing a free kick here to Daman Dadra, stating that there was a bit of push involved, and the free kick was wasted. Daman Dadra really, it feels as if they've kind of relinquished in the game already, and whatever consolation strike that they will be looking forward to, with the kind of football that they are stitching together at the moment, it doesn't seem like coming. And a brilliant piece of ball here, but before the West Bengal attacker could have laid claim to the same, and eventually it goes out for a throw in favor of West Bengal. The domination simply gets a lot more ignominious for Daman and Dadra. The chasm between the two sides have been left broad wide open, have been left open wide. And here's a substitution that is happening for Daman and Dadra, and that is number two coming off Shubham Salunke. It was number 18 who went in.
Substitution by Dadra and Daman.
Just to quickly confirm you the name, that was Abdul Harshik.
Jersey number 2 out.
Free kick in a pretty decent position for West Bengal. Sends it, but not really till a decent extent, and the ball eventually rolls out of play for a goal kick now in favor of Daman and Dadra. And West Bengal making three substitutions here. It's interesting to see. So Amarnath Baski will be coming on in place of Deepak Kumar Raja. And it is Vivek Singh as well coming out on the middle,
By
in
20
the
on
middle.
field. Jersey number 13 in, 11 out. Jersey number 15 in, 10 out.
Takes a long ball forward. This can be catastrophic here. The ball has somehow not found the back of the net despite the goalkeeper entirely missing the line of the ball. He did come out. Daman and Dadra did manage to do a pretty decent job, but eventually the execution wasn't correct. It was not on target, thereby allowing West Bengal to be a bit fortunate, or rather to have a fortunate escape in the face of insurmountable odds already. There's a confirmation of the changes. Noravori Shrestha was who came out, and Shovik Kar came in for West Bengal. Amarnath Baski came in, Vivek Singh came in. So it was a triple substitution for West Bengal, and we still have 20 minutes in the clock. Vivek Singh came in place of Surajit Hasda. An opportunity for them to try and find something from that central channel. slightly inclined towards the left, and now it's towards the far left. An attempt for Daman and Dadra to clear the ball. Not pretty successful enough so far. Sends in a scarring ball, the goalkeeper eventually coming out of his line, Raja Burman, and collecting it without any ado whatsoever. This is a chance for West Bengal to build again. And now the captain's armband is with Tarak Hembram, as Norahori Shrestha has been substituted. This is a brilliant run from that right wing, but deflected away for a corner by Daman Dadra. The ball still stays with West Bengal. A fine cross comes in. The danger still not over. It keeps on lingering in front of the goal, and eventually a resultant effort was shot wide. It's going to be a goal kick now in favor of Daman Dadra. It's a golden opportunity again for Daman and Dadra to try and break free the West Bengal defense. But it seems that the West Bengal rear guard will hold strong against the fragmented attacks of Daman and Dadra. Decent passes being stitched between Daman and Dadra, or rather between West Bengal. Apologies for the same. Does a decent work. Keeps the ball in their control. Sends it forward. The ball still stays with West Bengal, but Daman and Dadra eventually managing to lay claim to the ball. And it goes out of play as a throw in favor of Daman and Dadra. Headed clear by West Bengal comfortably. No pressure whatsoever on West Bengal right now. They keep on battling for the ball. It doesn't seem like that they will get to it. West Bengal just trying to keep the ball in their control right now. Daman and Dadra are seeing a bit more of the ball than West Bengal is. But again, when it comes to the attacking intent, it doesn't seem like all this possession are doing any good for Daman and Dadra. There's an opportunity for West Bengal. There's acres of space ahead of them. But it takes a bit too much time, and by the time he wanted to send in that minus, it was well defended by Daman and Dadra. And the referee now blowing his whistle here, eventually giving a free kick in favor of West Bengal. Driving forward, but losing the ball away too shortly and too easily as well. The ball stays with West Bengal comfortably, just taking their time. They're trying to control the narrative, they're trying to control the tempo of the game, and they're pretty much dictating it as well. Dadra and Dadra, or rather, Daman and Dadra, apologies. Daman and Dadra has somehow been entirely absent from that attacking quotient. Here's a chance. Sends it towards that far right. Does a decent piece of work, keeps the ball on the ground, but eventually Daman and Dadra managing to lay claim to the same. And now launch it forward in the hope that we'll be reaching one of their players. But they do not have many players forward. we could just literally see the goalkeeper of Bengal, the goalkeeper of West Bengal, Raja Barman, coming out of his line. This is a golden opportunity. The goalkeeper of Daman and Dadra darting forward and cutting it short. Decent goalkeeping from Shivang. Otherwise, there was further problems on the horizon for Daman and Dadra. West Bengal still not exhausted. They still want to keep on coming forward. They still want to press the pedal high enough to get more goals for themselves. Now, you need to understand these are the group phases. So, goal difference does talk at the end of it all. And if the game stands as it is, the campaign of Daman and Dadra will almost be dangling by a very slender thread. West Bengal driving forward, Daman and Dadra cutting them short. That has so far been the story of the game. Daman and Dadra relentlessly defending their own citadel, and yet it has fallen a staggering 4 times. West Bengal, on the contrary, they have never been tested other than those fragmented opportunities, other than those spasmodic bursts of attack that was crafted by Daman and Dadra. Here's a chance for West Bengal again. There's some space ahead, but he was forced out of possession. A bit of a chase here for West Bengal, and they eventually win the chase. A bit of press from Daman and Dadra, but it doesn't seem like they'll have much joy with that. Daman and Dadra kind of desperate to find something, find some consolation for themselves. Maybe help their cause by scoring a goal or two at least. So at the end of it all, if it does come down to the goal difference, maybe they'll have something to show something for themselves. This will be their second consecutive defeat if the scoreline remains as it is at the moment. Or maybe West Bengal can add further misery and scene to the scoreline. A brilliant cross comes in from that far right, but traded away, and eventually the referee has blown the whistle as well. A brilliant ball being sent forward. It stays with West Bengal. Now they're trying to attack from that left wing, trying to send in that crucial cross, but it eventually rolls out of play for a goal kick. Quick water break for the players of Daman and Dadra. Somehow the passes of Daman and Dadra has been very woeful. They have not really found their required personnel at the end of it all. And as expected, well, Daman and Dadra does keep the ball. The flag stays down. For a while it felt as if that he was probably going to be flagged offside, but this was a fine collection from the goalkeeper Raja Barman, showing a decent sense of outing. Sends it forward, stitches those short passes very emphatically in a very comfortable manner with consummate ease. No troubles whatsoever for West Bengal right now. They keep on come knocking at the doors. Lets one fly, but drags it wide. Wide a cracker of an opportunity indeed, but it was not to find the back of the net. Daman and Dadra not really interested to take any further risks. They want to clear away their lines as early as they can. A forward ball, but an emphatic challenge from Daman Dadra. Now a race between the West Bengal defender and the Daman Dadra attacker. Can he get something for himself? Can he send in that looping cross? He's waiting for help to arrive. The defense of West Bengal standing absolutely tall and trading it away for a corner. Here's a free kick now. The free kick comes floating in from that left and straight into the arms of Raja Barban. The long ball being sent. It's almost one West Bengal player against three Daman and Dadra defenders. Stitches it forward. It stays with West Bengal at the moment. Does a fine ball on that right. Looking to send in that cross. Does send in, but the defender standing tall and eventually heading it over the bar at the expense of a corner. A short corner taken by West Bengal, taking their time before unloading an effort. The ball's there on that far right, sends in another brilliant cross. Goal number 5 for West Bengal. The celebrations have restarted. Look at this cross. Picture perfect. And a simple tap in at that far left. The defender leaving the attacker absolutely unmarked. And West Bengal has now secured a 5-0 lead in their favor. What a fine finish.
कर इस खिलाड़ी ने किया है। इस मैच में वेस्ट बंगाल की टीम ने 5 गोल की बढ़त हासिल की है।
And it was Sovikar, the substitute, who managed to find the back of the net.
मौजूदा मैच के लिए कोल्हापुर के
And this game is now beyond
दर्शक मौजूद हैं।
reckoning for Daman and Dadra.
यासाठी
It's getting a lot more
दर्शकांनी आपली उपस्थिती
complicated for them. The points table will look a lot more woeful for them. They lost the opening game against Chhattisgarh, and now they are slowly lulling into a sleep of doom against West Bengal. Another opportunity. Takes that shot, but this time was not on target. But there was some bit of a deflection there that has forced it out of play, and eventually imparting a corner here to West Bengal. Sends in a looping corner. Another effort to turn it towards the goal, but eventually the header went wide. There's a player down of Daman and Dadra looking for some help. As the game stands, this man has turned his team into an untenable unit. They've laid waste to Daman and Dadra in significant fashion. As West Bengal has now found 5 goals for themselves. It's going to be a chance for West Bengal to take a goal kick. takes it eventually. The ball stays with Daman Dadra. A bit of a push involved. Stays with West Bengal now. West Bengal has reclaimed the possession. Sends it forward. There's a player at that far right. Another opportunity here for West Bengal. They do keep the ball alive in their favor. It's from that far right. Sends in a starring cross. A brilliant effort. Bit of an outrageous back volley. Almost defying all the norms of the game. The flag was up. So that would not have been counted. The ball's gone back at the feet of Raja Barman. Simple collection. Twist and turns, no problems. 4 minutes away from the regulation time, coming to a conclusion there. West Bengal has been absolutely rampant in their pursuit of the goal. They've tamed Daman and Dadra in imperious fashion, putting 5 goals past their hapless rearguard. The brilliant opportunity to come from that right, but they couldn't really win the ball. Chhatrapati Sahu Stadium in Kolhapur, staying witness to the historic West Bengal showcasing their skill, class, talent, and ingenuity at will against a technically undercooked Daman and Dadra. A scoreline that entirely resonates the tone of the game, a scoreline that dictates the kind of domination that has been stitched by West Bengal, a scoreline that tells us all that it has been an entirely lopsided contest, another long range effort, but this time slightly dragging it wide as it floated over the woodwork. It's a goal kick now in favor of Daman Dadra. The ball's back with West Bengal. A bit of a tussle with Daman Dadra in the midfield. But it doesn't seem like Daman Dadra will win it. Neither will they press for West Bengal to let the ball go. West Bengal, however, wants half a dozen for themselves. Wants to make the scoreline look as accentuating as they can. An opportunity to come from that right wing, but this time intercepted by Daman Dadra. But not for long because the pass was deposited at the feet of West Bengal. Few short passes being stitched together, just hoping that maybe they can open up the door for one more time before they head into the horizon. What a grand start West Bengal has had to the 76th edition of the Hero NFC Santosh Trophy. And West Bengal not really able to collect the pass in the first go, but the defender who was backing it up eventually managed to win it and launch it forward as well. The ball stays with West Bengal. There's a bit of body block involved. The referee blowing the whistle, but also asking for the play to be continued. The possession stays with West Bengal at the moment. A decent piece of work, a bit of a push there from the player, but that won't count to anything significant. Free kick, however, given away to Daman Dadra.
Added time 3 minutes.
3 minutes have been added on for all the stoppages that the game has witnessed. The physio has been summoned over. As the story of the game goes, West Bengal has dictated the narrative with an iron fist. They have ran rings around their counterparts emphatically. They have left Daman and Dadra reeling in agony at ground zero, and a lot of thoughts that will have to be contemplated when the team goes back to the dressing room. A last moment substitution here happening for Daman and Dadra. And it is Ahmed Ziad KA coming on.
Substitution by the Dadra and Daman. Jersey number 19 in, jersey number 17 out.
A long ball being launched forward by Daman and Dadra, but not to much effect. West Bengal keeps on coming closer and closer. Daman and Dadra will have the ball at their feet here. There's a confirmation of the substitution here. Dulfakar Ali being replaced by Ahmed Ziad KA. Throw in for Daman and Dadra as the game almost heads towards its dying embers. West Bengal has a chance again. It's quite a blazing round towards the central midfield. Sends it towards that far left. And eventually the ball that was sent as a rebound was a bit too far. Sends it again at that far left. The cross coming in from the left, but not for long, because it was deposited at the feet of Daman and Dadra. The ball still stays with West Bengal. Trying to send in another cross. Slightly wide of the target. Daman and Dadra will have a lot to talk about in their dressing room. They'll have to discuss countless strategies if they are to stay alive in the contest. The table is already stacked up against them. They'll have to win the remaining of their contest, especially after a devastating battle against West Bengal, and that's the final whistle. West Bengal walking away with the bragging rights emphatically as they put 5 past their counterparts. It's a 5-0 win for West Bengal, wherein Daman and Dadra stay rooted to the rock bottom of the points table. Fine display of aggression, fine display of convincing football from West Bengal has seen them seize the second win of the latest edition of the tournament.
11:30 a.m. Daman and Dadra versus Maharashtra. And the afternoon second match, Chhattisgarh and Haryana will take place exactly at 3:30 p.m. Respective team may kindly note
A shake of hands between the players, happy faces in the camp.
and officers wait in time. Thank you.
I'll quickly show you the official confirmation of the final score and definitely the scorers who wreaked absolute havoc at the Chhatrapati Shahu Stadium, Kolhapur. That's all from today. All the games have come to a close. Three teams showcasing their might, three teams showcasing their modesty and humility in the same breath. And now a quick shake of hands between the officials, the team officials, and the match officials. A war of 90 minutes. That's the confirmation. West Bengal 5, Daman Dadra 0. Robbie Hasta struck a brace. West Bengal's captain, Narohori Sreshta, struck a brace, wherein it was Shavik Kar with a strike in the 82nd minute to take West Bengal home comfortably at the end of the day. And here's the stats of the game. West Bengal with 61% ball possession, Daman and Dadra with 39. West Bengal with 19 shots, Daman and Dadra with 5. 8 shots on target for West Bengal, wherein 1 shots on target for Daman and Dadra. 3 fouls committed by West Bengal, wherein 4 fouls were committed by Daman and Dadra. 1 yellow card for West Bengal, wherein Daman and Dadra had a clean game, as there were no yellow cards and definitely no red cards for any of the team. And these stats were brought to you live by the official broadcasting partner of the Hero 76th National Football Championship Santosh Trophy 2022-2023 Sports KPI. Do not forget to like, share, and subscribe to the official YouTube channel of Sports KPI as we keep on bringing further brilliant contests in the upcoming days. Now, that's all from the Chhatrapati Shahu Stadium in Kolhapur as West Bengal tamed Daman and Dadra emphatically, putting 5 past their counterparts. That's all from here today, and we will return shortly with another day of exciting fixtures in Maharashtra as the Hero 76th NFC Santosh Trophy 2022-2023 carries on. That's all from here. Thank you everyone for joining in. Stay together. Keep on encouraging us so that we can keep on bringing this content to you on a regular basis. Thank you everyone again. And this is us signing off from today's match.